Hello, welcome to Buying and Selling Nigeria, a one-hub business information and channel where we talk about small business ideas that you can start and run in Nigeria. On this channel today, we'll be having a discussion with Mr. Azeez Otolowo, who is an agrochemical salesperson. Yeah, he has a shop where he sells agrochemical. Of course, one of those businesses that I usually tell people that you can start, in Nigeria, and you can still do well with it, is the sales of agrochemical. Once you can learn from those who have been doing it, and you have capital like 500,000, 1 million, and above. Yeah, you can do this. So today we are having Mr. Otolowo. So I will be asking him to meet us so that he can tell us about himself and any other thing you feel like you should know. But first, if you are a first-time viewer, if you are just joining this channel, why did you subscribe to this channel so that when next we drop another video on another interesting business idea or information, you'll be one of the first persons you to know. To be aware of what we are doing here. Yeah, and you can hit the notification button too as well, so that you get notified once you drop new video. So let's meet Mr. Afiu Otolowo.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm very happy to find myself in this blessed platform. I am Azeez Otolowo by name and popularly called Otolowo. I studied agriculture with specialization in crop science from Kebbi State University of Science and Technology. And presently, I'm undergoing my postgraduate program in crop protection at the prestigious Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto. I served in the year 2019 at the Shehu Shagari College of Education, Department of Agricultural Education, Shehu Shagari College of Education, Sokoto. And last year, by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I gained appointment with the Department of Agronomy, Federal University of Agriculture, Zuru, Kebbi State. Thank you very much.
So we've had you. Thank you so much. Can you please tell us about your journey into this business and how long you have been into this?
Yeah, my journey into this business started in 2019 during my service year. But before that, I was born into a family that is business oriented. Business oriented in the sense that my grandfather is a successful businessman in my locality, and my father inherited that from his father. So my father is into the selling of all these agricultural inputs, especially all this water pumping machine, diesel engines, and what have you. So my own journey into the agrochemical business started in 2019, or I should say during when I was preparing for NYSC. So after my graduation, I was at home for like close to 1 year doing nothing. So except that the fact that I normally goes to my father's business every day. So and I realized that most of my father's customers normally come to our shop, being that they know that we are into the sales of agricultural input. So they normally come to ask for agrochemicals, and we do tell them that we are not selling. If I could recall vividly, they always ask for sprayer, or this motorized, knapsack sprayer in particular. So I developed the zeal, and I realized that there is the need for me to fill the gap in that business. So, and I started in 2019 proper, inshallah. So I've been into this business since 2019, and I thank Almighty Allah that it has been fruitful. Although it has been somewhat tough and rough, irradiated with multifaceted and multidimensional adversities. But as a saying, that a coward that fears death will never possess his father's throne. So alhamdulillah today that I have paid the price, and alhamdulillah we are winning.
All right, thank you very much. The next question I'll be asking you is that who can start this kind of business in Nigeria, and what are the things one need to start? I mean, in terms of business knowledge and capital.
Who can start this type of business, this kind of business in Nigeria? And what
Yes,
are the things one needs to start in terms of business knowledge and capital?
exactly.
In the first instance, who can start this kind of business? This business can be run by anybody that is willing to start and is having enough capital to do so. So anybody that is having the will and the zeal to do it, inshallah, will be able to do it. Initially, I wanted saying that, so like from in my own case, for example, I studied agriculture with specialization in crop science, and now I am into crop protection. Majorly, we deal with pesticides in crop protection. My undergraduate project was basically on plant pathology, that is phytopathology, plant pathology, the study of plant diseases. So, if I could remember, I did a varietal screening on some varieties of tomato. I studied their response to tomato mosaic virus infection in my locality. So that's where I started the zeal. As at that time, I haven't started the business, so but I realized that I love like finding solutions to farmers' problem. That's where the zeal came from. So not until when I graduated from school, and I realized that there is a gap for me to fill. It is not that there are no people that are into the business before I started, but I was able to compete with them better with the fact that I am educated. And whenever we talk about agrochemicals, a lot of people normally think maybe herbicide it is only based or deals we are talking about only herbicide. No, the general term for agrochemical is pesticide. When some people, whenever they are talking about pesticide, they say that pesticide are chemicals that kill pests. So they think maybe we are only talking of insecticide whenever we are talking of pesticides. No, pests, weeds are also pests that affect agricultural production, and we need to fight them. So they are also in as far as weed are harmful to the plant, then they are also pests, parts of the pests we need to fight. So pesticides is the general name for agrochemical. So I'm able to compete better with those that are into the business before me because I have the knowledge. So whenever my customer come, I will tell them that this is what I study in school. So I am able. That's so when you have the knowledge of, and you when you want to start this business, so it is a business that you need basic knowledge of agrochemicals. You should be able to differentiate between pre and post-emergence herbicide. You should be able to differentiate between selective and non-selective herbicide. You should be able to differentiate between synthetic and non-synthetic. You should be able to differentiate between contact and stomach poison insecticide. So, and whenever your customers come, you tell them that this one, if you use it, this is what it's going to do. So if you have the knowledge, you'll be able to tell your customer that, okay, if you use, you have the knowledge not to go and give someone pre-emergent herbicide as post-emergent herbicide. So, or you should go, if someone that comes to you, that you should give him non-selective herbicide. So you will not go and give him selective herbicide. And in terms of capital, so seriously, it is a business that requires a very large capital. Although, like me now, I sell in large quantity, I sell in cartons. Although I still sell per pieces, or I should say that I sell like maybe to local farmers. But mostly I sell in wholesale price, in wholesale quantities. I could remember when I wanted to start my business in 2019. For example, let us say Paraphos, the popular Paraphos. You know, we have so many agrochemical companies. We have Jubilee Agrotech, we have Saro International, we have Wakot, we have Harvestfield, we have Foodview, we have Agrofeast, and so many agrochemical companies like that. We have Lion Seal. and what have you like that. So, but the most populous in my locality, you also need to know about, we find out what is the most populous chemical that farmers in your locality like using, which company product do they like. Like in my locality now, so they are very conversant with Jubilee Agrotech and its product. So whenever they come, they will tell you, I need my hygiene. And what is the hygiene? That small cartoon that Jubilee normally puts as a business logo on each container of its products. So paraffos, as at that time, is being sold for 13 to 14,000 naira per carton. But today, paraffos is 27,000 naira and even more in some locality. From the company, they sell per pieces at 2,335 naira. So now multiply 2,335 times 12. That's at today. As at that time, we sell per pieces to farmers at 1,250, 1,300. While Fosop is being sold at 1,300 naira. Today, Fosop per pieces we sell at 3,800 naira to farmer. So things have really changed. As at that 2019, if you are having 300,000 naira, if you will be able to buy agrochemical close to 10 cartons with that 300,000 naira, today you will not be able to buy more than 5 cartons. So it is a business that if you are really serious about this business, you need a large capital, talking of 1 million to 1.5 to 2 million naira.
All right, thank you so much. I really enjoyed this and I've learned so much. The other question I want to ask is that you've said a lot about experience and capital. From what you have said now, it's like to be able to do it very well, you have to have like a pharmacist who will be able to talk about it. I mean, a particular drug or medicine that will work. So, as a salesperson or someone who sell this agro input, you will be able to do it well if you can tell farmer. Not that farmer just come like, okay, I want to buy this. You should be able to tell, guide farmers that, okay, what do you want to use this for? Okay, it's better if you use this. Okay, that's fine. So that's what I got here. And another thing I also got here is that with the look of things economically, things have changed in recent times, and the starting capital that used to be like 300,000, 500,000 has really gone up. Yeah, I've learned a lot, and I think the viewers who might be watching this have learned from these two. So the other question I want to ask you now is that now, if I want to start now, I have the capital. Do I need to go and learn this thing from somewhere, or I'll just do my research online, get the knowledge of which agrochemical is useful for this and this? Is that just what I need to know, or I need to go and intern or spend some time as an apprentice or a trade apprentice at a store or a shop?
Such person is. There are some people that understand things better by just searching online, getting information online. And there are some people that they will need to be tutored by someone outside. Sure, you understand? So it depends on how the person feels like you understand things better. But the most important part of it is that starting that business require a very great skills. It is not a business that you just go and start. For example, when I started in 2019, I faced one problem, and the challenge is that I normally buy from wholesalers. I don't buy directly from the company. I buy from wholesaler, and when I buy from wholesaler, this wholesaler buy from the company. For example, wholesaler buy at 1,000 naira from the company. They will sell to me at 1,100 naira per pieces, and in most cases we normally have 12 pieces inside each carton of agrochemical, except for some companies like Multichem and Lionseed that normally produce their own in 10 pieces. So when I buy from them at 1,1, I will bring it down to my locality, let's say from Sokoto. So other people that are into the same business with me in my locality will be selling at that 1,100 naira I bought it from Sokoto. I normally wonder, like that time I am not informed, I'm not well informed. So I used to wonder, like, how do these people run business like this? You buy something 1,100 naira from market and you still sell at that price. So it was later that my heart became wider open, like, okay, they also buy directly from the company. They don't go and buy from wholesaler. And there's one important thing about most of these agrochemical companies. They don't care whether you buy 1 carton or 50 carton or 50 carton. Their own is just to collect their money. So if you like, go and buy one. If you like, go and buy two from them. They will sell to you. So they don't mind whether you buy one or someone. The only thing is that the price is different. So like someone that is buying 50 carton upward, there is always discount compared to those that will be buying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 15, up to 10 carton. Although the prices are not always much, but unlike you buying from the wholesaler. So all these things you need someone to tell you. Like a friend from Kishi some months ago told me he want to start the agrochemical business. I have to tell him, I have to tell him some of the things he need to know. I connected him with some of the agrochemical companies in Ibadan, in Ilorin, and all these things. So because I realized that's how he's going to be able to compete with other people that are into the business with him. So for you, if one is really serious about the business, you need someone to guide you. But we are in although the society we find ourselves today, people will not want to open up to you that this is where we get it from and all these things. But me, I believe that whenever people come to me that they want to start the business, I believe what is meant for me will never pass me. Even if 1,000 of us are into this business, whatever Almighty Allah has destined to be mine will be mine. So I'm always open to tell people that okay, this is how it is being run, this is how you can do it to make your money. Although here in the north we don't make much profit because uh, we have people that normally come from outside my locality to sell, especially on the market days. For example, someone bringing 500 cartons of agrochemical from Sokoto down to my place to come and sell. So if and me that I have shop, he will not be happy returning them back to Sokoto like that without selling. He will be ready to sell it even if he's able to make 100 to 200 naira on each carton to sell them in my locality than returning them back to Kamba and to Sokoto paying for their transport again. Why me having my shop will be like, since they are not crying inside the shop, any day that the customer come, if you are not able to compete with them to sell at that price they'll be selling, then definitely you'll be looking at your product. Although the advantage we have over them is that people trust those of us that have shop than those that normally come only on market days. Because if they buy from us and because we also have fake agrochemicals. That's why it is always advisable to buy from a company. We have fake agrochemicals. You buy them, they look exactly like the ones from the company, but people will buy and they will use it to not work. Then before you know it, your business will run down. People will not buy from you again. But most of these farmers prefer buying from shops because they believe they buy from you and it doesn't work, they will come and report to you. But if they buy from the market and the person that sells it to them has left, so there is no way they are going to reach him. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. You know, I really enjoyed this. Is this a seasonal business? That's one question I want to ask. And what is the best place to locate one's shop when starting? So,
Though a lot of people normally call agrochemical business a seasonal business, but I normally disagree. It is seasonal to some extent and not seasonal. It depends on how you study the condition. It is a business that is very, very technical. Most of these agrochemicals have the season and time that people normally buy them. For example, pre-emergence herbicide has its own time. Post-emergence herbicide has its own time. Insecticides, for example, now presently, if you go and if you are buying pre-emergent herbicide from the market, you are just wasting your time, or post-emergent. Although some people are still buying some post-emergent herbicide, for example, post-emergent herbicide of all these beans, groundnut, but most essentially in this time, people are buying insecticide mostly as at this moment. So it is a business that requires you studying the time and the conditions and the type of products, the type of agricultural produce that your local farmers are into. For example, now in my locality, farmers normally plant rice, they normally plant millet, beans, and let's say groundnut. So if I should go and bring agrochemicals of let's say yam or cotton or cassava, I'm just wasting my time. No one will buy it from me. So you have to study. And during dry season, mostly, for example, now farmers are already harvesting their millet, and immediately after they finish harvesting their millet, they will start another land clearing. So as at that time, glyphosate, all these phosphor, carbacate, sulfoxate, and all these paraquats like paraphos, paraceal, grammar quick, and all these things, people they will be rushing it because they want to do land clearing, and they will start planting watermelon, tomato, vegetables against coming Ramadan. And those that haven't harvested their own agricultural produce, like those that planted cowpea, beans, and groundnuts now, so they are busy buying or post-emergent herbicide of cowpea and groundnut, and also insecticide, because as at this time, so insects will be ravaging their farm and they need insecticide to fight them. I partially disagree with the notion that agrochemical business is a seasonal business. So when we say seasonal, it means so a lot of people normally think maybe there are times that agrochemical sells and there are times that it doesn't sell. Me, I disagree with that. So it only needs you to study the time and the type of chemical your farmer needs. And the location, consider the location. Like now, if you want to start the business, so you should try and locate your business at a place where farmers are, at the place where mostly there are farmers. Like now, the occupation of your people is blacksmithing, or let's say you cannot go and start agrochemical business in the locality where people don't farm. Who will buy from you? So you need to set your shop or your business at the location where people buy.
All right, thank you very much. I need to ask this because you've mentioned them many times. What are post-emergence and pre-emergence chemicals and their examples, especially for people who don't know? Me, I know a little bit. So for people who don't know.
Post-emergence herbicide, like post-emergence, chemicals that you apply after emergence of the plant. When you apply it, in most cases, they are selective. They will kill the weed, leaving the plant or the crop you planted. While pre-emergence are always applied before emergence of the plant. For example, and most of these chemicals, you have the chemical name and brand name for them. For example, paraquat dichloride is the chemical name for all these paraphos, paraceal, weedless, weedex, target. They are all paraquat dichloride. So because they were produced by different companies, that is why they give them different brand name. Slasher is the paraquat dichloride produced by Saru Africa International. Paraphos is the paraquat dichloride produced by Jubilee Agrotech. Paraceal and weedless is produced by Lion Seal Industry. We have Chemquat. We also have Day One. We have Day One is being produced by Vista International. We have Royal Quat is being produced by Royal Greek, Royal Tisco International. So all these para that I mentioned are non-selective. If you apply them, Yoruba people will say "Padeje," and Hausa people will call it "Gobara." Gobara mean fire hazard. When you apply it immediately, it will start killing plants as if you lightened matches on it. So example of pre-emergent herbicide or chemical is we have Butaclor. Butaclor is a pre-emergent herbicide of rice. So some brand of Butaclor that we have is we have Royal Claw, we have Butaflor Force, we have what again? We have so many of them like that. Brand of Butaclor. We have Butaview, and so many of them like that. So post-emergent herbicide, the most popular of the post-emergent herbicide is 2,4-D. 2,4-D, I mean, it belongs to the phenolacetic carboxyl ion group of agrochemical. It is mostly used in rice. We also have imazet tapir, so commonly used in as post-emergent herbicide of groundnut and beans. Imazet tapir. We have Miazit, we have Legume Force of Jubilee, we have so many of them like that people normally use. So we have so many agrochemicals, so many of them. Like a single agrochemical, we can have like 10 or more than 20 brands, especially glyphosate. This is the most common. We have Wura, we have Sulfoxate, we have Phosphop, we have Sarosate, we have Gobara herbicide, and so many of them like that.
Okay, thank you very much. Is it only agrochemicals that you sell? And what are other things that people can sell along with chemicals? Because we see some selling seeds, cutlass, hose, sprayers, and all that. So what other things can one sell?
Yeah, you can also sell. I sell agricultural seeds. I sell sprayer, knapsack sprayer, motorized knapsack sprayer, electric sprayer, 2-in-1. You charge it. So when you charge it, you use it, and also you can also use it manually. So you sell so many agricultural inputs. You also sell sprayer parts. We sell it.
So another question that we ask is that how lucrative or profitable is this business? And what can you say you have achieved so far since 2019 with this business that makes you happy for being in the right business? Do you get it now?
Like I have said earlier, the business is very, very lucrative and profitable, especially in areas where people farm, where people are very good farmers. So it is very lucrative and profitable, and it normally moves well. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, I've achieved so much from it, Alhamdulillah. So, and I aspire to make more progress, inshallah, in the business in the coming years.
So one last question I will ask is that what advice do you have for anyone that is interested in starting this business after watching this video? And can anyone reach out to you for guidance? And if yes, can you please share your contact for them to be able to contact you?
So, my advice to those that are interested in going into this business is that maybe business generally, not even only this business, needs patience, perseverance, and prayers. You have to be very prayerful and patient, because at the beginning it will even be like maybe you will want to give up. But when you start, as at that time, people are not even aware you are into the business. So, but with time, hard work and prayer, things will work the way we want it to be. There will be time that you hardly make sales. You hardly sell a liter of agrochemical because people are not aware you are into it. And one thing about business is that consistency. Just continue. Consistency. And one thing about business is that consistency. Just continue doing what you want to do. Don't look back, and be very serious with your business. Ensure you are very straightforward, trustworthy, and don't sell fake products to your farmers. Once a farmer comes to you today to buy agrochemical and you give him fake products, maybe you were misinformed or you listen to ill advice to go and buy fake products from outside so as to make more profits. Once you sell that one and the person realizes your chemical does not work, tomorrow if he wants to buy, he will not come to your place. So you have to be honest and trustworthy and be very serious with what you are doing. So, and with prayer, I know we are going to excel and make more sales. Anyone that is interested in the business can reach out to me for guidance. They can reach me on my Facebook account, Azeez Otolowo, and on WhatsApp with my number 081 081 39442753. Thank you very much for listening, and I wish us a successful ending.
Thank you so much, my brother. It's been a nice time with you. I think I've learned a lot, and I'm sure our viewers have learned so much. And it is my greatest prayer that you continue to succeed in this and you continue to be a shining light for people, especially the youth. Yeah, I want you to advise the youth too, because so one of the things I actually want to talk more about on this channel is to how to open eyes of Nigerian youths to little opportunities they can tap from. Because of course we know the problem of getting jobs in the country, but of course there are certain market, there are certain needs that they can provide, and they will be earning as little as it can be as at that time, while they grow with it. There are some people who have families who are willing to support them. They have the capital, like, okay, we have 1 million naira, we have 500,000 naira. What business can they don't have idea of this business. Sometimes a lot of people come to me, what business can I do with this 500,000? What business? And it's always very hard to advise anyone, and that's why we bring out a platform like this. Yeah, I want you to advise the youth to being a youth as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my advice to the youth is that they should not to think less of themselves. They should believe in what they can do, and whatever they put on their mind on, that this thing I want to do it with so much zeal and energy, they will be able to achieve it. Today, we should start thinking towards entrepreneur. Before I gain employment in 2021 with the Federal University, I already started the business. And just last week, I was telling someone that if government job will affect my business, I prefer to quit the government job and face my business squarely. And I really mean it. So we should start thinking towards entrepreneur. So all of us cannot get government job. So and when we start little by little, God's willing, when God bless it, it will become something huge. And before you know it, you're already making your money. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time and thank you for listening.
All right, guys, we come to the end of the interview. That's Mr. Afiu Azeez or Otolowo, a resident in Kebbi State, and is a lecturer. And along with this, he got this, this job while still doing this when he started his business. So this is an encouragement for every one of us. So if you are willing to start a business like this, I think by now you have some requisite information that you can follow, and with God being on your side and not looking back, I believe that we can all succeed. Until next time, where we shall be, meeting again on this channel, and I'll be uploading another interesting video of another business idea. My name is Abdulateef Eduyemi, and this is Buying and Selling in Nigeria. If you have not subscribed, why don't you subscribe now? And when subscribing, just hit the notification button. You see a ring bell. From this, once we upload a new video, you'll definitely be aware by having a notification that a new video has been uploaded, and you can have chance to watch. And if you have any business idea of anything that you are willing to start, but you don't know how to start, you just want information regarding it, why don't you put it in the comment box of this video, so that once I see them, we'll be able to pick which one, and we'll be able to bring a resource person, and we'll be able to meet them, so that they can share their experience, information, and they can guide us to the best path. All right, guys, God bless you.